There are over 100 universities that have an aviation department, but JU is just one of 26 to be accredited by the Aviation Accreditation Board International and is unique in offering its program through the Davis College of Business so that both majors get the business core as well. Combine that with a high-profile athletics department, and you have something that sets you apart. There are numerous student athletes that major in either flight ops or aviation management in the Davis Aviation School. For some, like baseball player Alex Seifert, it was the perfect storm of opportunity.
After high school, getting my private pilot's license and flying all through high school, I was definitely looking towards the aviation part of majoring, as well as getting a baseball scholarship here. That kind of made my options very limited. Only school that I got an offer to come here to play baseball that has also aviation majors, so kind of led me to make my decision to come here.
Seifert developed his love for flying at the Central Florida Aerospace Academy in Lakeland, a byproduct of his love for baseball.
I started looking for a baseball school to go to, and as I went to that baseball school, I was out of their district. So I went to a school, an aviation academy, or an aerospace academy, and I kind of didn't have anything to do with aviation. I just wanted to play baseball for that school. So playing baseball and going through all the aviation classes and stuff, I got very interested. And by my junior year, I started picking up flight and stuff like that, and I got a flight training scholarship. So that really made me really pick it up and love what I do.
For others, such as rower Jenny Pavlik, the decision to fly wasn't made until college, where JU proved to be the best fit.
Probably the professors. I met with Captain Willett right away for my first meeting, and he was just open, told me everything about the flight program, how the professors were one-on-one with like each other, with you and the student, and then TAs, they have like teacher assistants who are like certified flight instructors, and they help you like one-on-one with help, anything you need, and that was sort of the drawing point, and small classes.
Once she found a home on campus, her love of sports prompted her to walk onto the rowing team.
I've always played sports and always like part of sports team, and I was like, why not try it, and fell in love with it.
So you have no rowing experience?
No rowing experience prior to college yet.
Wow.
New challenge and the opportunity was there. I saw like flyers around like join rowing, and I just decided, and I have always been a part of like team sport, like I said, and that was rough coming here knowing that I wasn't going to play a sport and be like near with the teammates or whatever, so I wanted to try that.
Flight ops majors at JU don't spend much time in simulators. They are in a plane day one.
The first week of my freshman year, I was up in a plane, like the Cessna 172, already flying, learning stuff. They put me through training, and you go through like flight briefs, like they're like ground lectures, basically like ground school, and you learn about that, and then they'll go up and they'll do the maneuver, and then they'll ask you to do it, and it's sort of, that's just how they like teaching and learning.
For others, like senior rower April Beck, aviation doesn't necessarily mean flight.
I really got interested in air traffic control. During my senior year of high school, I went to a college and career fair here in Jacksonville, and there's a technical school just for air traffic control, and that's what got me interested in it. I went and visited and got to play on their simulation, and I had a professor with me, like helping me talk to them, and so that's what really got me interested. But through that technical school, I don't get a degree, and that's what brought me here to JU, is that they actually have a program, aviation management, and I can learn about air traffic control and earn a degree as well.
Seifert started in the ops major, but time conflicts prompted a switch to the management track.
Well, first of all, I came in, I got everything squared away money-wise, and then I got my flight block for up at Aerosim, and that was at the same exact time as practice for the fall season. So I tried to work it out. I tried to like get my flight block rescheduled, but how hard it is to get your flight block rescheduled here with as many kids that fly here, it was very tough. So I kind of had to make a choice, just go management and get my degree and play baseball. So that's kind of the decision I made, as well as in the back of my head, I knew I wanted to go military. So that kind of changed my mind too, to fly here at Aerosim or just fly in the military.
He misses the flight aspect, but now he can get the aviation experience without the conflicts.
The big difference in the major is the one your flight operations, you fly and you have a flight block, but you get the same degree as in aviation management. I would say the one thing I miss the most is probably just the flying, but I mean, you get the same degree. I get to go to all the aviation classes, aviation weather, aviation law. I still learn about it, so it still kind of satisfies me in learning about that career.
For Jenny, the early practice times for rowing are helpful in being able to fit everything in.
We get out off the water around like 7:30. I have plenty of time to go to my classes, and they're really, if I have to miss because of flight or whatever, I just text them and they're fine about it.
That doesn't mean it still isn't a challenge to manage her time.
It's relatively hard, but I fly Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, so I wake up, go to practice, go to my 8 a.m., and then I fly from roughly 10 to 12, and then I don't have anything till weights till 4:30, so I can manage my time, like homework, time like that.
Having an older teammate in the program helps as well.
I'll ask her like about classes and like how the professor is and so on, so on.
She's asked me about certain classes. We take very similar classes, and about certain professors, and just how does he like to do things, kind of questions like that.
JU is one of only 36 universities in the country selected by the Federal Aviation Administration to educate future air traffic controllers, with the added bonus of an intimate learning environment.
I've had a class of only 6 people before, and so you really get to know your professors, you get to know your whole graduating class, really.
While many are drawn to the sexiness of being among the clouds, April is just as drawn to the ground aspect.
Well, it's a government job, so there's great pay, great benefits. It is considered a really stressful job, but I believe that I can handle that stress, and just knowing that you're doing an important job is really a good draw to it.
While set to graduate in the spring, she still has work ahead to achieve her dream of becoming an air traffic controller.
FAA Academy in Oklahoma City, that's where I would go. Once I apply for the position and get hired, I would go to the academy for about 3 months, get training there, and then you're doing on-the-job training at the tower you're going to work at for about 2 years until you're a full certified air traffic controller.
Both Seifert and Pavlik have common goals, if not different paths to achieve them.
I'm definitely looking towards the Navy. I have some family members that have been through the Navy and been through the flight in the Navy. So that seems like the best for me, as well as I got a few connections, to hook up with after I graduate, to try to jumpstart my way into getting into officer school.
I think I'm going to go in the Navy or Air Force after graduation, and then I want to become a commercial pilot. That's my main goal, but go in the service before.
Regardless of direction, there is a common sentiment amongst those who fly.
Being up in the sky, it's a whole nother world up there. I just think about flying, and that's about it.
Oh, there's no other feeling. There's no other feeling. Being up there, no traffic, nothing, just flying through the clouds is the best feeling you could ever imagine.